You ready? All right, let's get going. All right, we are happy to be here with Rolex Rankings number 35, Mel Reid. Mel's competing in her sixth KPMG Women's PGA Championship with the best finish of a tie for third last year. This is her 11th event of the 2020 season, and the big topic, your big win last week, I guess technically this week, at the ShopRite LPGA Classic. Has it sunk in that you're an LPGA Tour winner now?
Not really. Like we obviously partied quite hard on Sunday. Des more than me. I was trying to be a little bit upset, a little bit of sensible me, which is quite unusual. Just because we have this week, but yeah, just obviously a little bit more attention. Everyone's congratulating me, which is really, really nice. Yeah, today's kind of the first day that I felt really tired. So I'm just going to try and get the afternoon off and get some rest in because it's a very challenging golf course. So you need to be on 100% this week. But yeah, looking forward to the challenge this week.
I was sitting at home on Sunday watching all the tweets come through, particularly from England, saying everyone get to your TV, get to your computer and watch. What's the reception been like at home?
Honestly, just overwhelming. I had no idea, and honestly, I've read every single message. I've obviously tried to reply to as many people as possible, but just amazing. Like, I'm just so thankful for all the support that I've had over the years. It's been a very tough journey, and to get over the line. I've wanted to do it obviously in Portland, but obviously wasn't quite ready. So to get it done the following week was just honestly a dream come true, and it is life changing. My life has now changed and for the better. And yeah, I'm definitely going to, when I get home to Florida, party up with some friends and really enjoy it.
How has your life changed?
Just a little bit of attention. Obviously, it gets me in the big events now. Guarantees me CME, US Open, and Diamond Resorts in January. Just things like that, and I think that just people look at you a little bit different. No matter what I do in my career now, I'm an LPGA winner, and it's something that we've put in so many hours and sacrificed so much to even have a moment like that. So to actually pull through and do it is to me just the dream. So yeah, and I've obviously done my journey slightly differently than everybody else. I feel like I'm an overnight success for the last 15 years. So to finally get it done was a relief.
And this certainly is a step forward for putting you a lock in to the European Solheim Cup team.
Maybe, yeah. I did say to Beanie last year, I said, I'm going to try and make your decision a little bit easier next year. And, hopefully I've hopefully done that. Obviously, we're not, this is just the beginning. We're not going to stop. And, yeah, I'm just now excited for the rest of this season and for next season. And we'll see where it takes us.
So now you're here at Aeronaumink. It's a beast out there. The Danielle Kang was a monstrosity, was what she called it. What are your thoughts on this beast we have out here?
I think it's sick. I think I was going to say an unbelievable track, but I'm guessing Nellie's getting a bit of stick for that. So, but yeah, it is. It's one of the best courses I've ever seen. It is a beast. I'm not one of the short hitters. I'm one of the longer ones, and I think I hit 4 fairway woods into par 4s today. So. Yeah, I like it like this. I think it should be a challenge. It's a major championship. It shouldn't be 15, 16, 17 winning it. So I would love them to keep it the way it is. I think they're probably going to move it up a little bit just because I think some girls are just going to struggle and it's going to be ridiculously slow out there. But, all credit to the green staff and all the staff here at Aeronaumink. Like, it's honestly a pleasure to play.
What are some of your favorite holes that you've seen out there? We've heard one with this amazing view. We've heard some great things about various holes. What are some spots that stand out to you?
Certainly one. I think that's a pretty spectacular tee shot. It's a shame that we don't have crowds. It would look even better. So it's just a very demanding golf course. You really can't miss a shot. You do get punished very, very easily. Yeah, the best way to describe it is a complete beast. And yeah, I'm excited for the challenge. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I would just love them to keep it this tough, to be honest with you.
As we look out, kind of the outside the ropes, I know it's different this year, but KPMG has put so much into this event, and certainly with the support of the PGA of America and the LPGA. This event was supposed to be in June. Now we're in the beautiful fall weather, but what does it mean to you and the rest of the tour to have someone like KPMG, PGA of America, behind us to make sure this event happened and to bring it to places like here at Atlanta Athletic next year in Baltusrol?
One of my favorite tournaments of the year is KPMG, and that's credit to the PGA of America and KPMG because we get to play fantastic golf courses. I do believe that that's what really drove the USGA to kind of get us on good golf courses as well. And obviously with the AIG British Open, we've got some unbelievable venues coming up. But I feel like the start-up of that was KPMG and PGA of America. So the players are just always excited to come to this event. And the reason being the golf courses are just so pure. And it's golf courses the guys have played, and we want to play these golf courses. We want to test ourselves on these big golf courses and the big name golf courses. And so all credit to them. And we're forever grateful because, women's golf does kind of get a little bit left behind at times. And so, I can't tell you the gratitude that the players and the staff have for both the sponsors for being able to put this on.
And what does it mean to you to be one of the women that's blazing this trail to, you walk in here and no knock on the men, but there's incredible artifacts and everything inside here about all the men's events that have gone on. You're part of this group that is charging on for the next generation of female golfers.
Yeah, it's huge. We're immensely proud, and hopefully we can put on a nice showcase of women's golf for you guys this week, and especially if it does stay as beastly as this course is going to be. You're really going to see, the cream of the crop rise to the top, I guess. And it's just an unbelievable clubhouse as well. Like, it reminds me a lot of, I just love old golf courses. That's exactly what it is. It reminds me a lot of home. We don't obviously get as many golf courses like this, but in the fall as well. Like, I don't know, it just reminds me a little bit of home.
A little comforting for you. We're going to open it up to Zoom here real quick. We've got Jeff Babano on the line. Jeff, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Mel. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
What will you have to do best this week to raise another trophy?
Everything. You've got to drive the ball really good. You've got to have a very good imagination with your putting. There's a lot of slopes on these greens. You've got to have a good short game. So honestly, I'm not, not beating around the bush here. You've literally got to have everything. That's what I mean. I think the best player will turn up on top this week. It's not going to be a fluke at all. They would have earned their trophy and they would have earned their victory. So, yeah, it's just, you just cannot miss a shot because you do get penalised really badly.
And what's the role on a week like this when scoring might be tough, the golf course is playing long? What's the role of mental toughness?
Huge, because you got to stay patient. You're going to make bogeys, you're going to make three putts, you're going to miss shots. It's basically whoever handles that the best is going to come out on top. It's not necessarily, it's somebody who makes the least amount of bogeys. I know that sounds silly, but it's making a double bogey into a bogey. It's making kind of that kind of situation, limiting damage. It's one of the hardest golf courses I've ever played. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the challenge, and hopefully I can stay fresh enough to be, mentally in the right place come Sunday. But you've just got to stay very, very fresh this week.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's just going to about wrap it up for us. Just one other thought, Mel. You mentioned this kind of feels like home, and we were supposed to be here in June. Now it's October. We've got all this wind swirling around, much cooler. How do you prep for a major played in these conditions that we're not used to playing majors in these kind of conditions?
I don't know. Just put on more clothing. I don't know. It's not, look, the ball's not going as far. You can pretty much work that out straight away. It's just about being disciplined with that, having a good caddy. I've got that in Des, so if he's sobered up yet, I'm not sure. He was still a bit ropey this morning. So yeah, it's adapting, isn't it? It's what it's all about. And yeah, just be disciplined with your club selection. Your 7-iron is going to go 10 to 12 yards less, and it's just about being disciplined and choosing that club.
All right, well, Des, you're on the clock to get to that first tee. Thanks so much, Mel.
Thank you.
Oh, did you have another question over here? We ended up starting a little bit early. Do you want to have a couple questions for us?
Yeah, I don't know what was asked. I don't want to repeat. I can do it.
You're fine.
Go ahead. Jump on into the mic, please.
Oh, hey. Dan Gelson with the Associated Press here in Philly. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. Well, I don't want to repeat too many questions, but what have the last few days been like for you? Have you let it soak in? Have you celebrated?
Yeah, I did celebrate on Sunday. I got in a bit of trouble, so it wouldn't have been me if I didn't get in trouble. So, I obviously took it a little bit easier than I probably would have done normally. So, Des did not. Des was not in a good shape for a couple of days. So, but yeah, I think today's the first day that I've actually felt a little bit tired. Like I struggled a little bit this morning, but I've decided to take the afternoon off, get some good rest, and try and kind of get my energy levels up again. Because of this golf course is demanding, and you're going to have to stay fresh. But yeah, I think it'll properly sink in maybe next week when I'm with all my friends, and I can actually talk to my dad properly. And yeah, but just enjoying all the girls have been awesome. They've all congratulated me and been really happy for me, and that means the world to me. So yeah, just right now I'm just trying to focus on playing well this week.
Were you surprised you got fined?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I knew I was going to get fined.
And it was for the drink. It was for drink. It was for drinking.
Yeah, I was just a bit naughty. Yeah. I won't go into too much detail. I'll get myself in more trouble.
Different course, obviously, but I mean, you finished third in this tournament last year. You won Sunday. I mean, how do you feel? Are you playing some of the best of the last year or so? Are you playing some of your best golf?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I've done a few things differently. I hired a mental strength preparation coach about 6 weeks ago in Howard Falco, and he's made a big difference. He's kind of just been the missing piece to the puzzle. Don't really feel like I've practiced or played that much different, which sounds silly, but, it's just a few kind of mental errors that I knew I was making that, he's kind of rectified and he's made me aware of, I should say. So, yeah, I mean, I certainly feel like I'm on a bit of a run right now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited to be teeing it up tomorrow.
There have been a lot of first-time winners in the Grand Slam events of late. Why do you think that is?
I think it's honest. I mean, maybe COVID. I don't know. I think for me, I needed that time off. I've wanted, 3 or 4 months off for about 5 or 6 years. I've been traveling a lot ever since I was probably 12 or 13 years old, and so it was nice to actually spend some time, in my own bed and in my own house and just around my own cooking and, just the normal stuff. Like, we miss that. We obviously love the life that we lead, but it does get tiring after a while. And so I think that it was some of the best kind of situation for a lot of girls. I think they had some time to actually spend, with friends and family and just be a normal person for a little bit. And I think that it recharged a lot of people. Even players that probably were thinking about giving up the game, like, Sophia mentioned about it. And then, you get a new lease of life again when you have a bit of time off. And, maybe that's why I think for me, COVID was, obviously, with circumstances in the world, it's not a good thing. But for me to have that time off was certainly a good thing.
And did you just stay in the area after Sunday? Did you go from...
Yeah.
Didn't have anywhere else to go, I guess.
No, we celebrated pretty hard. We found somewhere to celebrate, so it was good.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah. Do you have time to maybe give them a
course,
few minutes
yeah.
just separately on their own?
Yeah, no worries. Do you want me to go over there?
All right.
Yeah.
I think we'll wrap up here. Thanks so much, Mel.
Your